Hello, my name is Madison Moore. I'm a student at Shaw University in the Orthopedic Evaluations class, and I'm going to be talking to you today about a walking gait analysis. So first, I'd like to introduce a couple of key terms that I'm going to be talking about in my video. The first key term is step length, which is the linear distance between successive points of contact of contralateral feet. Step width is the medial-lateral distance between successive points of contact of contralateral feet. Stride length is the linear distance between ipsilateral feet, or two sequential steps. Foot angle is the angle of the foot, and it's the imaginary line from heel to toe. A negative value means that the toe is in, and a positive value means that the toe is out. Arm swing is the counterbalance, and it counterbalances the activity of the hips and the pelvis. Cadence is your walking rate. Velocity is the distance walked per unit time. Your comfortable walking speed is just your natural speed. Stance time is the amount of time in contact with your surface, your ground surface. Swing time is the amount of time spent not in contact with the surface. Double support time is the amount of time spent in contact with both limbs simultaneously. This happens 2 times. One, when the right limb makes initial contact and the left limb is in pre-swing, and when the right limb is in pre-swing and the left makes contact. So those are my key terms. Let's get into the Hey guys, so a little bit of a technical difficulty. I couldn't record over the actual videos of the subject walking, so I'm going to go ahead and do the analysis, and if you need to, you can always rewind the video and look at the actual subject moving after I talk about it. So the first video that you'll see, the first clip, is the subject in an anterior view, and it's a slowed down clip, so you can really look and see. And in the clip, you'll notice that in the initial contact points, you can see a negative foot angle on the right side. There's a toe in gait, and she has very little arm swing, so it's hard to tell if she's compensating. That could be her maybe feeling uncomfortable being filmed, which could also kind of relate to the whole comfortable walking speed, because sometimes if the subject knows that they're being filmed, they won't act naturally. So that could also be part of that. There seems to be a slightly shortened stance time on the right side, which could also be compensation. And the left pelvis is higher. There's a slight pelvic drop on the right side that you can see. And I think the gait is kind of responsible for that. One or the other, they go together somehow in the kinetic chain. And then in the second clip, you see the posterior view. So you can see an even better angle where you can really tell that the right foot is at has a negative foot angle. And then in the lateral view, it's easier to see that the step width is a little narrow, which also you can see the toe in gait, that it's a little bit narrow in between the steps. The subject has a forward trunk angle. It looks like there's a little bit of flat foot at the initial contact, and it looks like their knee flexion at the swing phase is slightly inhibited. This could also all be connected with the abnormal hip drop and the gait, the toe in gait. And then overall, you can't see this in the slowed down version, but the subject's average velocity of their walk is 7 seconds per 25 feet. So in the clips, the subject walked 25 feet, and overall it took her about 7 seconds each time. Her double support time was about half of a second. So when she had double contact, it was about a half second. It was hard to measure that with the tools that I had, but that's the general gait observation that I made. Thank you.